You hear me, Commander? We have the results for the bid war. Uh, the racer choice that won was Yoshi. Choice was strategic. So that will be how.
Okay, over to that. My name's Commander. I'm here for the 6th time this marathon. Don't worry, I'm tired of myself as well. We're doing Mario Kart Wii, so get your seatbelts, get your pillows. We're in for a chilly run. I'm here on the screen because our Lord and Savior Francisco the Mod requests that we show this. Just so that you can get in your head what we're doing, because this game gets confusing. We got 32 tracks, strategic items, hard, the shenanigans. We're not doing a team race. Donate next time for a team race. There's so many things you can donate to, but something that Gooby donated towards is Yoshi. So we're being Yoshi because we're going fast. You can tell I'm still not, alive. But I got an hour, 22 minutes, and 18 seconds to be alive. I'm going to start a countdown from 5. If I can get my foot pedal to work. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Put your seatbelts on. It's time to do 32 tracks in Mario Kart Wii with Yoshi. So, this is... This is a little different than how I normally do Mario Kart. Most people don't donate towards the item incentive. So you're going to get to see this amazing thing called items that competitive players don't know what to do with. So we're going to use it to our advantage. Oh, we got a second mushroom. Holy crap. Hi, Luigi. Bye, Luigi. So, Mario Kart is very straightforward. Like, as straight as a rock. It's complete 32 tracks as fast as possible. What complicates it is depending on what Mario game you have, and all the shenanigans that get involved there. Like, we're playing on Mario Kart Wii, so in all actuality, we need to be Funky Kong on the Flame Runner. But I personally like Yoshi better. I personally like the Mach Bike better for some of the Banana Cup stages. So we're Yoshi. Oh, look at that. I'm going to lose about 2 seconds there. It adds up over time, but the main thing is we just finished with a 123. That's pretty average for Luigi's circuit. There's not a whole lot of skips you can do. I could have done a quicker skip with some of my mushrooms, but as this is a marathon, it's best that I don't. Moo Moo Meadows. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting for my beginning boost, like a little bit into 2. That's just from habit. Oh, hey, Funky Kong's actually on the Flame Runner. And I actually got a mushroom in 3rd. And now we can just sit back, relax. So I need to probably explain what strategic items are, for those who don't know. Strategic items will fall into anything that you actually have to use properly. So no red shells, no blue shells, no bullet bills. If there's an automatic part to it, you're not seeing it here, which is beautiful. Strategic is very strategically not run, because it's not as chaotic as regular items, and it's not as route heavy as no items. That being said, there's only been 10 people that has actually ever done a strategic item 32 track run out of the hundreds and hundreds of people who've done Mario Kart runs. So we plan on getting a really good time here with Yoshi. I'll be the top Yoshi runner. I'm already a top Yoshi runner. What are you talking about? Getting a 131 here is pretty good. You average like a 134, 135 in items. So getting a 131 is pretty Gucci. And we're moving on to the hardest part of the Mushroom Cup. This is Mushroom Gorge. Complete with a bunch of crap jumps that it's hard to do on controller. So I'm running, that's another thing I get to explain. We're going to go behind a bit so that we can get some items, because that's how this run works. Lots of mushrooms. So, I should probably explain all the different types of controllers you can use to play this game, because they actually did a really good job. Like, this is not a joke here. This is actually like, they did an amazing job having it to where so many of the different controllers can play. You can play with a regular Wii Remote. You can play with a nunchuck and a Wii Remote. You can play with a Wii Remote and like 16 different types of Wii Wheels. You could probably play upside down. You could on the SRC leaderboards, you could play with a friend. You know, 2 players, 1 controller. Great way to bond with a girlfriend. Don't ask me, I don't have one. Or you can do what I'm doing. I'm playing with a GameCube controller. I'm playing with my Smash Bros. Controller, because Smash Ultimate's a thing coming up. Okay, hold on. I was worried about that. We got, I don't know what we want to call it this time. We got Waluigi. Okay, we got Lucky also. I'm actually switching over. Ooh, I can talk about that. Hold on. I was swapping over there to stretch controls, which is moving my right hand over to work the D-pad on the GameCube controller. That is a skill I picked up actually in the competitive Call of Duty department, because you thought that I was just a speedrunner. I do a lot more. I was up till 2 a.m. working on a sax choir for a high school. Man, don't know what your problem is. Okay, I gotta be a little bit careful here, but it looks like we got through. And we're going to finish off, Mushroom Gorge with the 210. That's not bad. Mushroom Gorge is the first hard part of the run. You can lose several seconds to falling off because of how bounces work. Speaking of bounces, I won't get to talk about them quite yet because we're on Toad's Factory. You did hear sax choir. That's what happens when you have a music major on stream. I also need to be able to see chat better. Alberto! That's okay. We're all chill here. You can knock me around. You just can't knock off my seatbelt. That's dangerous. Always wear your seatbelts, kids. It doesn't matter if it's Mario Kart Wii or DDR Mario Mix. Always wear your seatbelts. So something I'm actually going to do here is, normally you can trick off this. It's actually safer not to. We're all about safety here, boys. We get sprayed with a blooper. That's the most strategic item you're going to see here. I mean, blooper's not even in this, so I'm totally fine with blooper blooping on me. What do bloopers do? They spray you? I think they bloop on you. Okay, they're going to do a switch here. That's kind of the deal with Toad's Factory, is these conveyor belts switch. There's nothing like fun to talk about like skip wise. Mushroom Gorge had a whole lot of skips that I obviously didn't do or talk about. I mean, I can't do them because this is no skips category, but as you can see, even though the computer players are on hard, we kind of put a little space in between them and us. That's what happens when there's no blue shells too, and you're not on Mushroom Gorge. Beautiful. Beautiful 10. Let's do that. And we're going to be done with the mushroom cut here. About 5 seconds behind pace. How's about that? I used to have a donation incentive for Wii Sports Resort that I played the Wii Sports theme on sax during wakeboarding, but I can't do that at my apartment. Especially I would not want to do it at 7 a.m. Oh my gosh. Talk about getting the police called in on you. Nothing about... I guess I can talk about the police because we are Yoshi, so Yoshi does evade his taxes. Quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna be evading this chain jump here. Chain jump. Chain jump pays his taxes. Pays your taxes, kids. Unless you don't have any money, then don't pay your taxes because that's probably a scam. And good morning to the reconnaissance. Oh, we just got hit. That's what happens when you don't pay your taxes. You go from 1st to 7th, 1st to 8th, 1st to 9th, 1st to 10th. That's okay. We're going to get about a mushroom. We're going to bounce ahead. And now things start to get a little chaotic. But that's okay. Now, we don't have to win every race. That's the beauty of 32 track. You only have to win most of them. We even get a mushroom. We're going to use that right here. Sneak across. And we finish up some Mario Circuit shenanigans. A 139 is not actually terrible for Mario Circuit in 32 track. As a music composer, it is next to impossible. You can do it on piano. They would probably definitely pin me to a stake in this apartment if I tried to play my saxophone. When I'm home, like actually at home, I can do that, but not here. I live in the country, if you're wondering why I can just randomly play a saxophone anytime I want. Not at college. Coconut Mall has the second instance of a thing called an ultra skip. I'm not going to show you it because that defeats the purpose of a no skips category. But an ultra skip is basically a skip that allows you to skip most of the race. A considerable amount of the race, I should say. I always liked Coconut Mall because of all the memes that it would show up. The route's pretty straightforward. A lot of the racing route you're going to see is not too difficult. I'll still do some tricks like this to spice it up. Because this is a marathon. You gotta spice it up with some shit. Hey, there was Gooby! We might go say hi to Gooby. We're pretty far ahead. Okay, you saw the conveyor belt switch. You know, simple things. When I was 10, I once known that the conveyor belt switched. Sometimes I don't even remember myself. I'm gonna do that for safety concerns. Because banana peels on conveyor belts, man, the old people trip. Heck, I would trip. Hi, Gooby. Gotta say hi to Gooby. It's like having Martha in a run. Oh, hi, Marth. I mean, we had to do when I was in school, I was in a small school even though the band was super large. I mean, the band's about 85 people right now. But we had to put balls in our saxophones because we didn't have any horn players. Now there's almost more horns than saxophones. Okay, this is actually my favorite. I'm going to enjoy this. This is my favorite stage in the entire run. DK Summit. There's a lot of really awesome tricks I get to show off to you guys. And at least in casual races, I'm always good here. This is my favorite trick. You boost up here. And then you have to boost it up here. And now we're going to glide off this. And beautiful. We're going to be really far ahead of these guys. They do not know how to do DK Summit properly. This is also why you use Yoshi. Because Yoshi's just better in general. I mean, he's good at drift because he evades his taxes so much, man. Okay. Thanks, Yoshi, for proving me right. Just evade the jumps. Okay, this is going to be a little more interesting. We're going to make it work. Okay, nice. This Shy Guy can be an issue sometimes. They weren't today. Ow. Whack the pole. Whack the pole for good luck. It probably lost like a second or two. It didn't lose a whole lot because we were right outside the gate. I guess something I can also mention, I'll mention it after this tricky section, is this is the first Mario Kart game without snaking. If you would watch Gooby do Mario Kart DS, or if you would watch Super Viper do Mario Kart 64, you would know there's a thing called snaking, which is drifting back and forth to go forward super fast. And that's that's the super stuff. Also, why do I have 4 viewers? I don't have 4 viewers when I actually play interesting speed games. Also, if you're watching on my stream, first off, hi. I didn't know you existed. Second off, go to Distant Cares. The link is in the title. Totally go. You get to actually be with a chat. I know. So we went from my favorite track to like one of my least favorite tracks. Wario's Gold Mine is a pain in the rear because of this section right here. We have to be quick, we have to be fast, and we got hit. That's okay. We will boost right up ahead. Wario's Gold Mine tends to be a pain in speedruns, especially when this is one of the places where a lot of blue shells seem to pop up in runs. In the runs that actually have them. Poor Waluigi. Waluigi was left in Smash. He's left behind here. Look at that. We'll get through here this time. There's also another ultra shortcut here. Hold on. Woo! The saves. Saves, and actually that was just being good. That wasn't a save. That was just being good. There's an ultra shortcut here that you can finish this in like 52 seconds or something crazy like that. As I said, this is the no skips category, so you're not going to see that. Nor would I even try to do that in a marathon. It requires all the skills in mushrooms. We're almost going to be done with the flower cup. It's a beauty. Flower cup done. I mean, you can talk all the band stuff you want. You're talking to a music composition teacher at a conservatory. Okay, we're moving on to Star Cup. Because we're the superstar. We start with DSC Circuit. I could actually probably talk about Daisy. Because there is, I don't know if it's just something that the community has dubbed a thing. I don't know if it's because waifu wars. Because really, Yoshi's the best waifu. But there is very slight character boosts in this game. In Mario Kart DS, for example, there's kart boosts to where you like get better items, you go faster, etc., etc. There's very slight character boosts. That's why Funky Kong is like the go-to character for this, because he's just slightly better. I mean, he's like criminally better than everyone else, but. In the medium kart world, Daisy, I believe, is the fastest. It's a little weird, but that's okay. And then Luigi's the second fastest. But really, you can choose whatever character you want. Francisco doesn't care. Just as long as you don't choose Baby Daisy. This has been a public broadcast for the Baby Daisy player department. But we're going through Daisy Circuit here. Nothing too special on Daisy Circuit. This is basically the track that, yeah, it's just an average track. There. It's about 2 seconds slower than average. Oh, you usually like a 143. Moving on to the next race. I don't know why you'd want to put it. As a drummer. Yes, I bet you were. Okay. This actually has a fun little history behind it with me and speedruns. So, Koopa Cape is actually a really cool track in my opinion. It's one of the best soundtracks in the game. In my actual submission video, and when I normally do this, I lost probably like 16 seconds to Koopa Cave. Because sadness. But we're going to speed it up because Koopa Cape can go fast. I guess if you've never played Mario Kart Wii, you're probably wondering how I can wheelie so much. You wheelie to go faster. It's straight aerodynamics, man. And in my run, I had a really bad start. I was running probably like 4th or 5th. And I got up on that section right before the finish line. And I just get bopped by Rosalina. Like, straight up bopped. and I just get like completely knocked off the map. It was hilarious. It was not what I needed on that fateful Tuesday. I assume it was a Tuesday. I almost always do long runs on Tuesday. Speaking of long runs, if you think this is long, you're about ready to sit in for 2.5 hours of goobin. Because coming up next is Shenmue 2. Force him to do duck races. He cannot finish the run without duck races. Duck races are the hype and the pod champ. But Gooby's up next. This has been a public broadcast for local duck races in your community. Normally I do a really cool like half pipe strat there to save like half a second. But we're not doing that. If you want to see that, go watch someone who's better, because I suck. We have been dodging these little electric tubers. They turn us little and lose us quite a bit of time. So that's why I'm trying to keep it safe. This was a really nice Koopa cake, not gonna lie. We didn't die. We did not get bopped by Rosalina. The duck race incentive was met? Yes. Duck race, indeed. All the duck race. I could watch a full marathon of duck races. And we're moving on to Maple Treeway, which actually had its world record broke because there's a really cool semi-ultra shortcut. You're not going to see me do because I need to be King Boo or large me character on the sphere. Oh, that was a boost of happiness. Everyone deserves a friend. Can we have a marathon of just Bob Ross? Like, we can force Gooby to dress up as Bob Ross, and he can speedrun Mario Paint. Coming to a Distant Star Cares marathon in near you. Cat Gooby in Mario Paint. That's just cool. That's actually a little slower. We're going to bonk there. Bonking will become a little more apparent later on. Not quite yet. This isn't Super Mario Odyssey. Also, yes, Jack. Welcome. Jack is a fellow vroom vroom racer. He vroom vrooms cars, like actual cars, and NASCARs. He's like one of the few people that actually like NASCAR in the speedrunning community, which is good because I grew up in a racing family. My father was a racer. That's why we always loved the Mario Kart series. Not just because I could always beat my brother. Actually, no. It was very a Mario Kart competitive household. The only thing that was more competitive was Brawl, because if there was anything we were good at in racing, is we were good at beating each other up. So I was going to make a mention on the jazz band department. Back at my old school, or back at the high school, I still teach there. Band tech there, and the staff arranger. Symphonic band, marching band, pep band, jazz band. If you go on YouTube, you can actually watch me direct middle school, because that's what I did my senior year of high school. You know, some people were having senioritis, some people were figuring out what they're doing with their lives. I figured out what I was doing with my life when I was a sophomore, and so I taught middle school band. I was sort of like what they call them SASs, which is students helping teachers. There. Wow, that was actually a pretty decent Maple Treeway. Good old classic NASCAR. Jack's actually a runner of NASCAR. So am I. He doesn't do it, well, he does it for marathons. But no one lets him, Come on, man. You should see him run the truck series. Okay, this is the most infamous track, in my opinion, in Mario Kart Wii. Grumble Volcano, or skip. We just skip most of the track in the regular route. You're not going to see us do that because, reminder, this is no skips. Francisco would not be happy with us if we tried to skip the track in a no skips run. This is the hardest part of Grumble Volcano, is lining that up really well, because you can just fall off. I'm going to have to do a sharp turn. We made it. It is faster to go this way. Data includes. Oh, we got hit by the fire. Yoshi didn't evade his taxes well enough, guys. Let me do that. Peach is right on her tail. I wish girls followed me as well. That's just because Yoshi's so awesome. Have a Yoshi in your life. I mean, literally have a Yoshi. Gooby dresses up as a Yoshi. So does that mean have a Gooby? Has this been a subtle advertisement to have Goobies in your life? We don't know. Find out next run when Gooby completes Shenmue 2 with ducks. That's what they should do for future marathons. Just have a bunch of stuffed ducks and throw them at Gooby during the duck races. So if you haven't noticed, we've been losing some of the land. Insurance would not be proud of this place. I don't know how they could continue racing. But we're continue going. I'm going to be quiet here because this is where things get dicey. We played it cool, kids. We can dodge this. We're on pretty decent pace. I say that and then I screw up. We saved quite a bit of time there. I'm proud of myself. I see marching band, I wake up. Hello, Jack. The real question is, do you see DCI? That means you're a true marcher. And if you don't know what DCI is, I just opened you up to a whole world of happiness. But only if you like Carolina Crown. So, now we're into a forgettable track of Dry Dry Ruins. There's a really cool, jump I get to do here. That's about it. There's no, super skips or anything. This is the only cool thing I get to do. Yep, that's it. It's just a straightforward track house-wise. Oh, we got knocked off. We got knocked off, kids. That's okay. Life happens. That's what Yoshi gets for not paying his taxes. Oh, beautiful. Right there. Will we hit the bats? We do not hit the bats. No Bayonetta. Wasn't Bayonetta earlier this marathon? There's probably plenty of bats there. We're going to go around here for safety cautions. So we can line ourselves up here so that we don't hit the bats. PETA would not be proud of us for hitting the bats that last time. Jump there. We saved 3 seconds. I mean, we have time safe, so I'm not complaining. We still have this. Oh, look at that jump. That was totally planned, not. We have Toadette coming up here. Hit the bat for good luck. PETA would not be proud. Do a quick little swoop. Now we actually have to go around because that looks dicey. Aw, screen went black. I'll have to fix it. There. That's what happens. Yes. Carolina Crown is only the best, though. Also, Jack, you do need to do trucks. Trucks is the fun one. Outside of Canadian Tire Park. That's kind of boring. So, speaking of cars, now we're dodging them all. In some moo-moo highway. This is a safety hazard. This is why you wear seatbelts. Ow! As I said, this is why you wear seatbelts. You actually lose a considerable amount of time every time you get ran over. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if I got ran over, I'd probably slow down as well. Thin the needle. That's actually not bad for getting ran over. 44 seconds. That's a slow moo-moo highway to begin with. Cars. Cars. Car. Game on. Also, you hear sirens the whole time. Oh, that was a car. But you never see the cops. Probably for the better. They're probably chasing Yoshi. They've been chasing him this whole time. They've been going through the trees and everything. We only have one more left here? Yeah. So yeah, 3-second time loss for getting ran over. You know, that makes sense. If I get ran over, I'm probably going to lose 3 seconds as well. Maybe, you know, an arm and a leg too. Watch for the bombs, because for some reason, in this world, bombs can drive. I'm not going to complain. You do you. Sometimes it just has to be that way. Great quote from the Marrow. It's a pretty successful Moo Highway, or Moonville Highway. Yeah, the road courses in NASCAR Heat 2 are rather strange. I mean, you don't have to qualify at least. And you don't have to win. Okay, this is where things can get dicey here in the Star Cup. We have Bowser's Castle. Not the first time. You'll see it again later. I believe someone just actually broke the record for this. That's right. This game is like older than some of you watching. And world records are still being made for each track. Not in the 32 track department because no one cares about that. We're going to do some half pipe shenanigans. There's a little jump skip you can do, but as I said, this is the no skips department, so we're not doing it. If you want to see it, go watch Francisco. Francisco is a beautiful mod for the game. He does a fantastic job. He also does Wii Sports. That's the only reason I know him. That, and he always accepts all my reds. I guess I can mention, if you're like, hey, this is all really cool, there's probably a Discord for this. I mean, I can ask him. He's probably up right now. He was up last night playing golf. This is a pretty straightforward one. Are we going to hit the banana? We just landed right on the banana for good luck. Reminds me I still need to eat today. was rude, Wario. Did you look? He fell off. That's kind of karma in speedrunning. I lost 5 seconds from that. That's kind of impressive. Well, I guess I landed on a banana and then I got hit by Wario. We're almost halfway done, which is kind of so... Well, technically we are halfway done. Because Nitro Tracks is longer than Retro Tracks. If you don't know what Nitro Tracks is, that's the 16 new tracks. What's Retro Tracks? 16 old tracks. It's pretty straightforward. One of these days I'll come up with like super cool like skips and tricks and everything for it. You know, like the DDR runs. You know... Make them all sound like they're the best speed game, because all games are the best speed game. If you can speed run Yoshi's Cookie, shout out to the 10 Yoshi's Cookie runners. You are keeping the world alive. Yeah, people in the NASCAR department only care about ILs, which is kind of dumb. But I can't complain. I've ran some of them. I've also have over half the records of the non-ILs. Okay. Here we go, kids. This is time for Rainbow Road. There's 2 ultra shortcuts here. Toadette did not find one of them. We did not find one of them either. But hang in there, we will find it eventually. If I actually get a mushroom, I'm going to do a small little skip that is actually legal. Okay, this is going to be hard. Look at that beauty. Look, I fell off. I was cool for a second. As much as a saxophonist can be cool for a second, I was cool for a second. That's also the great thing about doing this for like marathons. Like, seriously, you should all do this for marathons. It's super chill. You get to just kind of mess around for a bit, especially if you give a freaking hour-and-a-half estimate to what is supposed to be an hour and 9-minute run. Like, if I was good, it would only take me an hour and 9 minutes. But you get to be whatever character you want. You can be whoever you want to be. Just don't... Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Never mind. I did not hit that very well. I was trying to be cool. You can't blame me. There's Funky Kong. Now we're at 9th. Now you're probably wondering, how did I get here? Well, I tried to be cool with Yoshi. Yoshi evaded taxes. I got caught. That's the story of how I tried to be cool in my Distant Cares speedrun. Come on, Toadette. Are you gonna let me boost? Probably not. Koopa did not find the ultra shortcut either. I think we actually have to try and do this jump here. Psych! We're just going to do it this way. Technically you can do it without mushrooms, but that's hard. Oof. Hey Wario. Won't let me post the clip. In the speedrunning, in the Discord for this, they have a highlights, and that's definitely worth a highlight. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I fell off. But don't worry, we still won. We only probably lost a bunch of time. That was a 42-44 Nitro, for those figuring out. Okay, so that was the Nitro Cups. Now we're moving on to Retro. We are being cheered on by that Mr. Pianta as we're going to Peach Circuit. There's an Toadette! Waluigi, come on. Can I just, like, talk? So, with Peach Beach, there's these quacks. You thought the ducks, haha, you thought the ducks were coming up next. The ducks are now. There you go. Ah. That didn't go over so well. We get to go this way because we're being slow. Ow, Toadette. Quacker was a little close for comfort. This is honestly kind of like a really slow Peach Beach. Do we get a boost? The answer is no. But we did steal that. Toadette's gonna go right through the middle. Hey, Toadette. Aw. It's like, karma! There, we hit Toadette. I think we actually hit Birdo. And that was Peach Beach in a nutshell. Okay, this is a really awesome track. It's Yoshi Falls. Hopefully Yoshi won't fall. I'm actually going to slow down here for a reason. Much more than I'm wanting to get mushrooms. So I can show off the time trial strats for this, which is running this way. As you can see, Luigi did not understand. You need a mushroom for that. But yeah, this is a straightforward track, if I ever saw one. We're going into a really straightforward track next time, for next race, because it's literally all straights. Bounce to the hop. With the Shellax here. Shell Cup is a super chill run. It's also the shortest cup. Clocking in at like 7 minutes and 13 some odd seconds on average. We hit the baby Mario. And we're done with Yoshi's Yoshi Falls. Yes, Jack is right. Next is GBA Ghost Valley. There's a super cool, like, 2-second time save you're not going to see me do. GBA Ghost Valley. I can go off to the side here and skip this first turn. That's literally how you can do this. Or you can't. As I said, you're probably not going to see me do it. You're going to see me jump over here instead. And probably get bonked quite a bit. And we're in first. You thought we were in 8th. We're really in 2nd, but actually we're in first. It's all deceiving. You got to prepare yourself for the ducks, man. The ducks will deceive you. Long turn. Did you see that? I just went on air. Yoshi evaded the ground. Yoshi evaded his attacks so much he evaded the ground. He doesn't even exist. I mean, he's probably a ghost. I mean, everyone died in Smash Ultimate, so I don't know what you're... Oh, I guess Kirby didn't die. Spoilers. Already played the game. Everyone's dead. Is Is this Neff's ghost house? It probably is, actually. You can. I didn't play any of the older games. It's some ghost thing. That's all that we know. This is actually a really cool track, in my opinion. Ow. And we're going to start in the grass in 12th. So you get to see the whole track. 3 mushrooms, please. You are an awesome person. Not that I'm 12th, but that you gave me 3 mushrooms. Which is technically faster. I'm going to have to use 2 of them, though. So there's a lot of really cool racing lines in this, yet to be, like, properly fixated on. Also, we are terribly behind. Just looking at the splits. So with this, you're going to want to stay on this outside edge here. Hug it like you hug your mom. Or you hug Gooby. Hug Gooby. Go give Gooby a hug, guys. He'll appreciate it. You'll just see like sup Gooby or a sup from Gooby, and everyone's just like hug. I'm surprised he's not here yet. Oh, me watching the chat to try and see if Gooby's here. I ran off into the grass. Gooby's just so distracting. Like, you can't do anything with him without, like, that Yoshi costume getting in the way. So this was pretty slow. Not gonna lie. But that's okay. Life happens. Okay, now this is the reason that I actually use the mock bike. Is for this track right here. This is Sherbert Land, right? I'm not mistaken, this is actually Sherbert Land. In 64 Sherbert Land, we're going to hit this penguin. You hit the penguin for good luck. Trust me on that, it will come back later. Actually, you hit it so that you can get 3 mushrooms. That's technically the fastest thing to do, is get all the mushrooms. We're going to go for swag strats, actually, because why not? I'll show you how swag strats work. It's actually the fastest way to do this. It is hard, though. So I'm probably going to fail it like I did Rainbow Road, but swag strats... Ugh. Okay, the penguins were nice to me. Oh, I was close. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, atomic bombs, poop fights, and duck races. See, duck races. We went from 12th to 1st. We went from 12th to 2nd. Because of Toad! Hit the penguin for good luck. And we're back to 8th. Oh. I knew there was an item there. And if you think this looks... Hit the penguin for good luck. If you think this looks hard on the mock bike, you should try it on the Flame Runner. Mushroom, mushroom. Oh, look at that skills. See, that's why you hit all the penguins. Is so that they're nice to you. And you're first. There is an Ultra shortcut on this. I guess I should mention. It's kind of a weird one. It's technically faster to go on this inside here, that, though. Watch out, penguins. Yoshi's coming through to alert you how to pay your taxes. On to the outside. I guess this isn't that bad. We're what, like 3 seconds behind average for hitting the penguins? I did say poop fights. Because, seriously, if you're in a poop fight and they get close, it's still gonna stink. Okay, this one's a weird track. Like, normally I'd be like, oh, this is an easy track, what are you talking about? But no, this track's weird for mock bike. Because this is a lot of off-road, and obviously the mock bike isn't really made to go off-road. So we just have to kind of like sit here and hope for the best. And hope we don't die. There's also cannons. Swear that's a safety hazard. As I said, I swear it's a safety hazard. They would not approve of this. I don't approve of this. What are you talking about? Crabs. See, we hit the penguins last time, now we're hitting crabs. Hey, Luigi. Okay, Luigi. You want me to take a break, I realize that. You don't have to run me into an umbrella to let me know about that. If you notice, we've been sitting in third this entire time. That's just because, yeah, I'm gonna dodge more crabs. I swear, safety hazards. Now we're in second. Ah, Luigi with the snipe. Luigi with the snipe. That's okay. No, the run's dead. We have to restart. Now on Delfino Square, this is the best one in the Banana Cup. You're not going to see the trick, because I need a mushroom for the trick. Actually, you might see it for the trick. This. Never mind, we're already in first. I'm going to throw that behind us. In time trials, what you do is you go off to that left side there, and you boost over. You can actually do it without a mushroom. But you can do it without tricking and a mushroom, and you can make it. Red shell. First red shell. That's unlucky. That's okay. Let's let Luigi believe that he's good for a second, then we'll knock him over. Yoshi's the superior tax evader. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, technically you go off here, and if you actually had speed, you would make it. I obviously didn't have speed. I was just doing that to show you. Toadette. We'll get her back. Ow. There. Baby Mario got her back for us. Oh, there was the mushroom I wanted. I didn't actually expect to get a mushroom. I took it. We're letting Luigi in the lead. You have to be friendly with the guys. Realize Luigi gets second place so many times. We're gonna do a little boost there. We're actually gonna jump off here and grab this item. Where's Luigi? I got a bone to pick with him. Luigi's too slow. That's right, Luigi, you're too slow. And we're done with... You've been live for just 26 hours. Well darn. Moving on to the banana cup, I guess, then. Where was I pinged? Ooh, Gooby's actually alive. Things get dicey here in Waluigi Stadium. Hang tight. We're going to save this mushroom. There's an ultra shortcut that's TAS only. It requires pressing and letting go of stuff like every other frame, which is insane to think about. So obviously I'm going to be doing that. I'm obviously a computer. Oh, that was a beautiful there. And similar to DK Summit, we're going to be writing these quite a bit. So if you don't like them, I'm sorry. I don't like them either. We can not like them in togetherness. Ah! I tried to go for a sneaky jump there. I just hit a wall. It happens. We still have 1 lap left. We're about 1 lap behind pace. Oh, that was really good. If I can get this. Nice. Dodge the banana. And we're almost going to be done with Banana Cup. Let's try and get this time. There we go. And we're going to be done with Banana Cup here. Moving on to some Leaf Cup action. Here's another one of the more forgettable tracks. I'm sorry. The only reason that this is rememberable is because I have time save on it. That's literally it. That was close. But yeah, I can do this as we're kind of at the halfway point again of the stuffs. Duck races are coming up next. Duck races are a lot better than every other type of race. Bet on the ducks. 4-1 last time, and Gooby picked right. Don't let Gooby be 2 for 2, guys. Dodge them. Ow. Darn. This was actually really good. And I just ran into a pokey like it was nothing. 154 is average, so we got a 155. Yeah, it's just kind of boring. Moving into, drumroll, GBA Bowser's Castle 3. I actually like this quite a bit. And there's a lot of cool speed tech that you're not going to see because I'm going to be going too fast. But this is a very heavy routed place. And this is the racing line you're going to see me do. There's not a whole lot to say. We are coming up on the final cup. This is what, the second race of the... Ooh, that actually worked out in our favor. Probably would have got smashed if I didn't hit that banana, so I'm not going to complain. You take what you can get here in the Mario Kart Wii community. Bonk the wall. Shout out to Waluigi being third, by the way. Great effort by Waluigi. He deserves a round of applause. And there, we got some Bowser's Castle done. Gooby is here. We've been talking about these duck races for about an hour now. Ooh, this one's a fun one. So there's another ultra shortcut here. Ooh, look at how close that was. But you're not going to see me do it, but I'll show you where it is, because I'm a nice person. This is another friendly reminder that, hey, this game is better done in marathons with friends. Yeah, I mean, this is like one of the easiest games you can probably pick up to speedrun. So you should do it. Not hard. The game's kind of expensive, but that's okay. Everyone still owns their Wii. So you do some shenanigans off that flagpole or off that goal post, and yeah, that's that. Ooh, that could have been bad. Bonk right there. This is going to be a really solid DK jungle way. I say that as I bonk. Anything's possible for Gooby to dress up as and do. Okay, here's the last part of Leaf Cup. We're on some Mario Circuit for the GameCube. You saw this earlier on Friday with some Oh Hi Marth, who's not here, which is really sad. I don't know why I did that. I hope that someone hits that for me. Oh, that was a beautiful bounce, though. Ah, thank you, Piranha. Shout out to Piranha being in Smash Ultimate. He's going to have some speed tech. I know it. Actually, as a Smash Bros. Runner, speedrunner, Incineroar is going to be amazing for All-Star mode. Like, no joke. He's going to be like Project M. Ness on drugs. Just throw everything off. Oh, that was a really good route right there. And we're going to be done with Leaf Cup here. We're done with Leaf Cup. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Gotta start properly. Probably Pikachu's going to be the best for Smash Ultimate speedrun still. I think in general, Pikachu just averages out to be the best. Look at this beautiful routing here. Woo. Ah. I mean, we're not going to be able to... Well, I mean, technically this is a PB, but... Oh, that was just beautiful. Then I hit a banana. So I guess I could say now... Ow. It'd probably be a speedrun if you can get rid of... Like, you'd have to unlock all the characters in Ultimate first before you could do an all-star run. Which sucks, but life happens. Okay, this actually is not a fun track. It's fun on the DS. And I played the DS version quite a bit, so yeah, I know it's fun. But... on the Wii, it's rather crowded. Thank you. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, atomic bombs, and food fights. And evidently that chain jump. And technically archery if you think about it. Okay, this is what you gotta be careful here on this, is that turn, you can take it way too sharp. I just jump. Oh, different route. Fail miserably. Yes, Gooby, you do need to run Wii Paint. Or not Wii. Imagine Wii Paint. I need to get Jimmy on that. We need Wii Paint in our lives. But we also need Gooby running Mario Paint in a Bob Ross costume. That shell's gonna come back to bite me in the butt. It might be on a different track, but it will. Gonna go around for safety precautions. So if you didn't realize this, we're almost done. We have 2 races after this. Both are fairly long. I think one's 2.5, and the other is 3. More double dash with some DK Mountain. You play it super safe. Everyone bunches out there. And here we go with some DK Mountain. That was lucky of us. We got the boost still. We did not bonk even. Taking optimal lanes, even with Luigi not liking us. Okay, here's the cool trick you get to do on DK Mountain. This is not easy. There we go. Look at that beauty. I'm using my mushroom there to keep up with speed. Isn't that beautiful? Now if I can do that 3 times. It's technically not considered a skip because the skips are... Uh-oh. Oh, there's a banana there. That sucks. I'm glad I was smart enough to know not to continue going with that. So, that's a considerable time loss. Of 2 seconds. It's a considerable time loss of 2 seconds. This is gonna be hard. Nice. And we did it twice. There. And now we're gonna be on our final race. And this is another Bowser's Castle. This one is dumb. I've had really good Lightning Cup runs die to this. There's a lot going on here. We have to snake around here. You gotta be careful here. No fire. Two more to go and we're done with this run. We're behind PB by a ways. That's okay. We're actually on track to Gold Lightning Cup. As long as I don't screw anything up. And so yeah, if you want to run this game, you definitely should. Race me. I do a lot of marathons. This is kind of a chill run that you don't have to practice for, if you know how Mario Kart works. We might make it under sub 124. I gotta play perfect here, but we might make it under sub 124. So yeah, time comes up when I hit this finish line. Just right out smack it. We missed our sub 124. We were not fast enough. 124.01 on my end. So that is Mario Kart Wii. All 32 tracks with the Yoshi. Strategic items. On their end is a 123.50A. Wow. I'll take it. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's been real. We will catch you guys coming up with the Gooby and Duck Races, the sequel, New Game Plus. Till then, my name's Commander. Signing out from Santa Fe Studios.
All right, thank you so much, Commander, for your Mario Kart Wii run. It was really cool to see. Coming up next, we have Shenmue 2 Any% New Game Plus run by Count Gooby. Just a reminder that our donation incentive for the duck race was met, so that is going to be really entertaining. Excited for that. And then right after that, we have our Star Wars block, starting off with Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and then we have Star Wars Battlefront 2. You guys know we are still a little bit short of our next bonus run, Star Fox 64 Score Attack, but we're less than $50, so if you guys really want to see that, go ahead and donate for that. Other update is our Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Keyblade Choice Bid War right now. Treasure Trove is still ahead at $1. So if you guys want to see that, donate for that. I think that's all we've got for... also the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Fight No Heart incentive is also up. So if you guys want to see an extra fight, you can donate for that. That's a $25 incentive. So you guys should donate for that because that is really cool.